Anyone who's ever watched this channel before will know I'm a huge fan of smart lighting. Smart lighting can do so much for you, both indoors and now out. I'm Erin from TechGadgetsCanada.com, and I recently found out that one of my favorite smart lighting brands personally, Philips Hue, has a brand new line of outdoor lights. Now, smart lighting can do so much for you, both in your home and now outside. You can gain smartphone control over it. You can use them to change colors to match your decor indoors or even your garden now outdoors. So I recently had a chance to try out two of the new Philips Hue outdoor lights. There's the Bollard over here and the Spotlight kit over there. I'm going to show you how to get them set up in your home and give you my overall impressions of what I thought after trying them out here in my backyard for a few weeks. Here's a little taste of what they look like during the day and at night. But before you get to this look, you'll need to take care of the setup. The box these come in is big and heavy, and it seems like you may get a couple of Bollard lights in each box, but rather surprisingly, there's only a single unit in each. Now, the lights individually are quite large, easily several times larger than traditional outdoor pathway or solar lights. They're also quite a bit heavier. In each package alongside the lighting unit is a rather heavy-duty controller and some cables. In the Spotlight box, you'll get 3 spotlights, and they are substantially smaller than the Bollards. Both lights, no matter which you choose, come with spikes for in-ground use or extender posts. It's important to note here that you will need the Philips Hue bridge to connect these outdoor lights. The bridge is what acts as the go-between, I guess, from your home's Wi-Fi to these lights. Now, you can get a bridge as part of an indoor light bulb starter kit. You can also get one for about $70 Canadian just on its own. Setup was pretty straightforward. With the Bollards, you'll need to remove the base of the light to pull out the connector cord and then replace the base. With the Spotlights, they're ready to go. Then you'll move on to connecting the lights to each other or to their power supply, then you'll plug them in. You've got options when it comes to how you want to install your lights. Both of them come with these sturdy metal stakes that'll allow you to stake them into basically any ground or even some planter pots if you want. Your other option is to screw them to a deck using the included adapter. The Bollard has a bit of a different installation method for that. You have to drill through some holes in the bottom of the casing, screw the base into the deck, and then attach the Bollard to it over top. Either way, all of these installation options are really simple, and you're going to have these lights ready to go in no time. Not surprisingly, these lights are made to withstand the weather. Philips says they're IP65 rated, which means they're protected from dust or dirt getting inside. They can also stand up to water from a nozzle. Can they stand up to being flooded or covered in snow for several months of the year? I haven't had a chance to test them out in that kind of depth. That only time will tell for. The next phase of your setup is to get the app set up. You'll want to download the Philips Hue app, get an account set up, then go to Light Setup, then Add Light, and then you can hit Search. After a few seconds, the app will find your light automatically and add it to the other lights in your house. This works perfectly for me with both the Hue Bollards and the Hue Spotlights. In fact, I found the setup process works absolutely perfectly with every Hue light I've ever set up. The Spotlights can be set up and controlled individually. You'll find them one by one inside the app, and you can label them each so you know exactly where they are if you prefer. Getting these lights set up to come on and turn off automatically on a set schedule should be pretty easy, and the app even makes it look like it should be pretty straightforward. But I've been through a couple iterations of setting up those timer functions and schedules, and even to this day, they're still not functioning properly for me. The Hue app has several options for what it calls routines. There's Home and Away, where you can set up your phone to trigger the lights to come on or turn off when you arrive or leave home. Wake Up will turn the lights on and off at a preset time, while Go to Sleep will fade out any lights that are on. Other Routines allows you to create other options. This is where I started trying to get some automation set up for my outdoor lights, but the routine I set up didn't work and the lights stayed on 24/7. The timer function allows you to set lights that get turned on to turn off automatically after a preset time. I also tried a wake up and go to sleep timer combo option, but that also never shut the lights off. Good thing then that the Hue app also gives you simple remote control over the lights at any time. You can shut them off, turn them on, or create rooms where lights are grouped together. You can adjust brightness, color, or use preset color stories. Hey Alexa, turn the outdoor lights on. Thanks to Hue's compatibility with all the smart home digital assistants, you can control the lights with your voice as well. Once you get the lights added to the home control app of your choice, you can ask Siri, Alexa, or Google to control the lights, change colors, set brightness, and more.
Alexa, turn the outdoor lights blue.
The lights work really well, and having some color outdoors is a real treat. Are they bright enough to create a safe walking environment? I think so. So how bright are these lights? Philips says that each of these is about 600 lumens in brightness, and lumens are a measure of a light's brightness. A 100-watt bulb, for example, puts out about 1600 lumens. So in theory, these are quite less bright than that. But I will say that when I had these out and around my house, they are quite bright. They may not be quite as bright as a 100-watt bulb, but I was easily able to see my steps and my pathway and to get around no problem. So I think if you're using these to sort of light your way at night, you're going to be pretty pleased with how much light you'll get from each of these. You can connect up to 5 bollards to one power supply, and one power supply comes with each light. You can also add additional spotlights to that starter kit trio, but it's not clear how many that one tops out at. Overall, I really love these lights. It's no secret that Philips Hue is one of my favorite brands. That's because it works perfectly every time. The lights are largely bug-free. They're easy to get set up. They're easy to use. I just love them. They're easy for anyone from kids to seniors to the non-technically inclined to get started with and operate easily every day. Now, if there are some downsides to these lights, I think one of them is price. They're quite expensive. The bollards, for example, sell for about $169 each, and that's just for the single unit. The spotlights, by comparison, are $349 for the 3-pack. So they are pricey. Adding to that price, you will need a Philips Hue bridge if you don't have one already. That's another $70 Canadian that you're going to have to spend. For that reason, I hope they last a long time. I hope they're really durable. Obviously, I haven't had a chance to test them out quite to that extent yet, but I do hope for that price that they last a long time. I also had that confusion and the problems with the timer and the scheduling function. I just couldn't get them to come on and off the way I wanted them to on the schedule I wanted them to. I'm going to dig deeper into that and hopefully get those working in the coming weeks. And if I have any updates to report, I'll definitely post them here on the channel. Now, if you want to read more about the Philips Hue outdoor lighting lineup, head over to techgadgetscanada.com. I've got a full blog there with a lot more detail than I can provide in a short video review, and you can post any questions you have either there or here on the YouTube channel, of course. Thanks so much for watching this video. If you liked it and found it helpful, please hit that like button and consider subscribing, since it does help me keep making more videos that I hope you all can watch and enjoy. I'm Erin. Find me on Twitter or Instagram. Until the next time, I'm at ErinLYYC. Hello, doggies. Hello. Oh, what are you doing? Can you get off my set? Can you get off my set?